I notice like sometimes it gets cut
To
off.
the lag time.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of my live stream podcast. This is really a podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm interviewing you.
Yeah.
This is Seth Hoffman here.
Great to be here.
Longtime friend Seth Hoffman here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I've known Seth since the early 2000s.
Right.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, pretty wild. Over
I think
20
it was
years.
definitely the
Blue Dragon.
Yeah, Blue Dragon
Blue
days.
Dragon
Yeah.
still blue.
Totally. Well, it's good to be at your house. And we have Shane here, but I can't see Shane. Yeah, I can. There he is.
It was blue.
There he is. Yeah, I know.
Great to have you on the show with us here, Shane.
Shane watches a lot, right?
Yeah. Shane's seen you many times.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
when he first saw you, he was like a little like starstruck. It was like, it's like this person from the television. It's like if when I was a kid, if like Louise or Gordon from Sesame Street like walked into my house, I'd be like, wait, what? They're here? How's that possible?
Yeah. So it's interesting, huh, Shane?
Yep. I
Cool.
play music.
You play music too, huh?
Yep.
And you're gonna play with us sometime today?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Shane.
You're getting a nice callus on your thumb there from strumming.
Look at that.
Way to go, my sweet
Shane's
boy.
kind of a lefty.
Yeah.
Shane is he's a natural lefty, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. My mom and dad are out there, and Uncle Wally, I understand, is out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Uncle Wally.
Uncle Wally, having a trip.
Where would he be at?
I think he's in Dallas right now,
Okay.
on his way back to Wisconsin.
Okay. Looks like it's kind of glitchy. I hope it's not too glitchy out there for y'all.
Is it glitchy?
Yeah, people think I'm crazy because I've got these glasses on, but I have to wear glasses.
Yeah.
And because I could do it without glasses.
Are these prescription?
These are prescription.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
Sweet.
And these help lighting and all this, like
That's awesome.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so-
super stylish.
yeah.
Wow, look at James.
Shane's got his sunglasses on. Also, I like to avoid the matrix as much as possible. And if you have sunglasses on, a lot of times
Yes.
the matrix can't get you. So,
That's right.
It is glitching, my sister said.
Dude, what if we were on the Wi-Fi?
I don't know if we can go to the Wi-Fi at this point or not. Blurry.
I bet it's wild.
What
What if would it be awful if you like stopped? You're like, wait, start
I
again?
wonder.
Or just if it just connected it. If you just did connected
I wonder
Wi-Fi, maybe it wouldn't even stop it. It would just be better.
I just don't even know how we would do that if. Let me see if I go from this screen.
If you like swipe down somewhere or something. Oh, something's happening.
That's
Now maybe if you swipe up from the bottom, no, from the middle maybe. What happens?
So if I
Because it's.
You have-
I mean, you could go on to.
the stream.
What if they just didn't see us for just like a moment?
I wonder if we lose you. Go back to the main FastHeartMart page.
Yeah, you could just look at his
Live.
face for a little. You go to actually type the code in before it'll let you do
Let's
this.
see. I wonder if they lost it now. Because I don't see anything. Yeah. Hey Michelle, can you still see us? And then if I put this, I can see. Can I
Does that
connect?
need to be on Wi-Fi too? Maybe?
Yeah, I need to put this on.
Alright.
What's yours called again?
Seth.
She's called. Oh, there it is.
I'm a FastHeartMart.
I think good.
Yeah.
Do
Hopefully.
you see me on the camera?
Sure do, Shane. Look at you right there.
Do you see me FastHeartMart?
Chat disconnected. Please wait.
I'm
Well,
wearing
we
red
tried
too.
to
Shane,
reconnect
we're both
you.
wearing red. We have red background. It's a very red day.
Still there?
All I know is this ice is melting, and the drink is still in.
The counter's still going on the live stream, so.
Should I see? Should I look? Should I like go and see what it looks like?
Yeah. Maybe that's a good
So we
idea.
can check that out.
Oh, my sister said they're still there. All right, cool. We're gonna do a New Mexico special. Look at Shane. He's got his shades and his hat on now.
Looking good, Shane.
And we're gonna have a tequila today. It's good. Thank you, still on.
Oh, it's gonna repeat it 100 times.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna show you how to make a margarita out of Ultima, which is 0 sugar.
Would you say this drink would be called a Martingarita?
That's good. That's good. Like it. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what we're calling it nowadays. Yeah. So you just take. I like to make a little bit strong sometimes,
I think it's wise.
and because
That's a cool thing. How
isn't that cool?
is
That's like for the watermelon.
Oh my gosh, that's
everything has
brilliant.
to be super small and lightweight.
That's brilliant.
And these are made out of, I think that's silicon based.
Wow, amazing.
And nobody's tuning in still, but it's still out there. So whatever, because you just confirmed it's strong.
I'll tell
If you put it on mute, you could probably tell for sure.
Oh right.
All right, so you're gonna do a 1/3 cup of tequila. I got this organic tequila too from Sprouts the other day. It was on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gonna be backwards on that screen. So, and yeah, this is gonna do a 1/3 cup of tequila. So the green goes well with yours. I'm gonna go with yours first. I don't know if I can get enough water in there. These glasses.
You need have a bigger cup.
Yeah, we may need a bigger glass because we're not gonna have enough room. All right, great.
These are. I think these are bigger.
Oh yeah, maybe. Let's see.
Or is it one of those things, those Piaget things?
Yeah, I think it's that probably is a little better. All right. Nobody's chatting, so I'm concerned about that.
I'll tell my friend to chat. So,
Seems like
can you say something in the chat? Should I put should I reshare the link?
oh, good question.
I'll try this.
I think my sister would have. We are here. My dad said they're there. Okay, cool. So we're making margaritas, y'all. Just in case you missed that, we're making margaritas. We're making a Martin-rita.
FastHeartMart.
Martin-rita.
FastHeartMartaria.
Yeah. FastHeart Martin-rita. And it's made with a electrolyte powder for like a.
Do you want any like
electrolyte.
lime juice or anything like that? But that's not
This
part
is
of
usually
it.
enough.
It's
Yeah.
not part of it.
Do you have lime juice?
Yeah.
It's always good to get real lime juice. And then this is the
You should like, why
electrolyte
don't you make
stuff.
your own.
What is it? So Uncle Wally chimed in. This is just what's happening is this is not working. That's what happened. I gotta refresh this screen here, I think. I'm gonna see the chat over there.
Here's some lime juice.
Sweet.
Should I do a little dab? You want to do the honors?
Oh yeah. I'll probably just a dash. We don't even really need it, but since you have it. And then yeah, you put a scoop of this electrolyte powder in.
Okay.
This is the lemonade one. You can use any flavor you like. Just like many different flavors of margaritas.
Should we set this out over?
Yeah, that's a good idea before I spill it. And then just maybe a fork.
Spoon?
Yeah. Fork to
Fork
stir
better?
it. Tasty where there's the technology to share.
Is fork better than
yes.
spoon? You prefer a fork?
Fork is good. Yeah, fork is good because like a whisk. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta whisk that up. And then you put a dash of pink salt at the last thing. I can't really stir it too well with this.
Oh yeah, we could have done the thing next time we put it on the cup.
Totally. The next one we have,
Yeah.
which may not happen because this is strong.
Can they see what's happening?
They can't, huh?
Should I lift it up?
Yeah.
You can see what's happening here.
It's not really stirring really well in this glass because you really got to do a vigorous kind of stir.
Maybe next time we put it in a big bowl.
Exactly. There we go. Like we're making eggs.
Yeah.
All right.
And now one raw egg.
Right.
With shell.
Margarita nog.
Yeah.
All right. Just a dash of pink salt. This was supposed to go a lot smoother, but
This is real life.
yeah, this is real life.
Otherwise, they think, oh, we've got a whole bunch of assistants behind us.
Totally.
Fancy studio.
We're totally independent here. All right, Mr. Seth.
Yes, my friend.
Zach says he's going to show me how to make a margarita. Well, he's not going to show me how to make one of these kind of margaritas, but he could show me a different one. Full of calories, probably. This is a low-calorie margarita for those of us who care, you know. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, my friend. Good to be with you.
Good to be here in New Mexico having a margarita.
Delicious. Very nice.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, very nice.
So it's a cup of water, a third a cup of tequila, hopefully organic tequila. We like the organic stuff, right?
Yep.
And and then you just put in some salt and some ice, and then the electrolyte powder. Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
And Bob's my uncle. Yeah, exactly. Wally's your uncle.
True. And
Yeah.
Wally's your uncle.
Wally's my father.
Yes.
Yeah, my father also goes by Wally. My mom
cool.
calls my father Wally. Oh, Carlosaur's out there. Bottoms up, Carlosaur. Are you having a margarita
What's up,
too?
Carlos?
Carlosaur.
You want to hear a crazy story about with Carlos? And years ago, I can't remember. I think someone sent me a Hanukkah present. I think like my mom or something.
Yeah.
Sent me a Hanukkah present. It was like this Atari thing that you attach to your TV and you can play all these Atari games.
Right.
And I never knew about this.
Yeah.
And then several months later, I ran into Carlos. He's like, "Oh, by the way, I think a package came for you, and it somehow came to my place."
Yeah.
And so I'd like to give it back to you. And he's like, "I hope you don't mind, but I've been playing it for a while."
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
But eventually he found it way back to me. And it was kind of random that it ended up,
crazy.
and that he knew who I was. You know, a lot
Right.
of times we get the wrong thing, but he's like,
Totally.
"Oh, I know that guy.
That is weird.
He wouldn't mind if I played this game for a while."
That's
Play
cool.
some Centipede or Asteroids.
Totally.
What's up, Shane?
Carlos.
What a talented guy. That
Super
is such a
talented,
talent. I saw him playing the violin and the piano and singing.
Yeah.
Songwriting. Yes, Shane.
I'm over here also.
Yeah. Do you want me
Can
to
you
lift you up
see
for a
Shane?
second?
Yeah, Shane's still there. Can still see Shane.
Look, we're both
So we don't call him Baby Shane, right? Not
We
anymore.
used to.
We used to call him Baby Shane, but now he's Big Boy Shane, or kind of medium boy.
Big boy.
Big Boy Shane.
Yeah, because I'm 5 and I don't
Right.
drink milkies from mama.
Right. That makes a difference. That is the threshold. It's a coming of age.
That's right.
Look at that.
You're on the monitor there, aren't you? My mom says cheers. Cheers, Mom.
Cheers.
So we're gonna play some music here in a second, I think.
Cheers
a little
to
bit
your mother
anyway.
and father.
Yeah.
And remember, I think I'm gonna play along.
Okay, yeah, you'll play
And
with us.
remember, here's one rule you have to do for a ukulele.
Okay, what's that rule?
C chord.
C chord, okay.
For
good to
all
know.
the songs.
For all the songs, I like your
We
style.
have to play C chord for all the songs.
Yeah, because
For the ukulele.
if I play the ukulele with you,
Yeah.
I need a C chord.
I got you.
Because
Well,
I might.
Or you could use your capo.
we could accommodate that, I think.
No, I don't even have my keyboard. I can't even find it.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
We'll make do. We'll figure it out.
And I'm gonna do like C, A, and some other chords like F or something.
Okay. All right. You want to go get your instrument?
I'm going to get my ukulele.
All right.
It's not a high hat. There's my midnight and my
All right,
piano.
Cool,
And
Shane.
what I'm gonna do with the music is when I play the music, I'm going to switch ukulele over the first
All
song
right.
to the
And
second.
Shane, you go do that. I just want to say that I've watched your show so many times, as you know, because I like your comments and this and that.
Right,
But
yeah.
to get
Totally.
to be like.
Yeah, you and Shane are always out there a lot of times. Yeah, that's
very
cool.
It's very cool.
So what are you, like 6'2" or something like that? Because I'm like 5'11", and you're always like, you're
I
like
think I have
tall.
tall hair. I
Yeah.
think I'm like
Some days I
I
do
don't know,
too.
maybe like 6'1"
Okay.
something. I don't know.
Yeah.
6'1.5" something.
I feel a little bit short next to you, but it's okay.
Well, you don't look too short.
Yeah, I'm not. 5'11's not
That's
short,
not-
yeah, but yeah. But
right?
every time like you and I play music together, I'm like, dude, I need to wear some like high heels or something. Like those platform shoes.
The
Yeah.
ones-
You're like,
the ones
all right, we're good.
The ones Prince would wear.
Yeah, exactly, totally.
Yeah.
So you had a band way back, right? It was called Meet the Vegans. Wasn't that
That
your
was
band?
one of well.
Yeah.
So it was originally came from the duo Seth and Jacob.
Right.
And then we had various things like we were briefly with we were called Candle Tone.
Mhm.
We played a little bit with our mutual buddy Murdoch, and then there was another group called the Verbs, also with Jacob, and then someone else had that name and they were going to sue us, so that band kind of stopped. And then Meet the Vegans, yeah, and
Right.
that was for like a good few years.
It's a good name, right?
Yeah, and everyone said, "Oh, are you guys all vegans?"
Yeah.
I said, "No, it's MEAT."
Right.
And
right.
some people would giggle, some people were like
Offended. Yeah. That was like, I remember, because that was like when vegan started to be part of people's vocabulary. Remember, people didn't know what a vegan was for a long time. I
Right,
remember.
and we'd always be like, "No offense, all respect to vegans."
Totally.
If not, nothing. It was just the name and all this.
Right. Because I remember Robin and I would go to like restaurants back in 2005.
Yes.
And they would be like, "What's vegan? What is a vegan?" And I remember we were at this place in Tucson, Arizona one time, and they're like, we said, "Do you have any vegan options?" And they're like, "What's that?" And the whole wait staff and the management came out trying to understand.
And this is before Google was handy.
Right. Yeah, totally. So we were like, just no animal product, like nothing, no animals at all, like.
Right.
And they're like,
"How about just
some
pork?"
fish? Yeah, totally. You're like,
oh, there's this real. How do you know if someone is vegan?
They'll tell you.
That's
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good joke,
like,
right?
Yeah,
They'll tell you. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But it's good, and I think a lot of vegans are happy to be vegan.
Totally. I did it for a long time. It was good. I just thought that was a fun band name that you had. I remember. I never got to ask you about that. I was like, what happened to Meet the Vegans? Yeah.
Yes. So that band, we actually even won Battle of the Bands. That was like our that was a pretty exciting thing. We're at UNM.
Oh, cool.
And then just sort of, I don't know. I was around the time I ended up moving to go to live in South America in Chile, and I'm not sure. I think I was just ready for another journey. And when I left, I wasn't actually even sure I would come back to New Mexico. Let's see what happens there.
I remember that, yeah. And then you eventually went to New Zealand.
I actually went to New Zealand. That was later on a Fulbright scholarship.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that was pretty amazing time.
What year was that?
That was 2015.
2015. Okay.
That's 2015.
And you met some of my family out there.
Yeah.
My mom's from New Zealand.
Yes.
So I think we helped you out a little bit, right?
Yeah. I don't know if Uncle Walt is listening, but I remember he knows part of this story where when I went to go see them, they were so kind. Because it was like about an hour train ride. They drove me back to town, and they dropped me off at on some place where they wouldn't have to go too much into traffic. And I say goodbye. As soon as they turn away, I realized, oh my gosh, I left my phone.
Oh my goodness.
In their car. I'm thinking, how am I gonna even end up sending them an email? And long story short, I ended up going the next day to take a train back up there, and they met me at the train station and gave it back to me. But it was. Remember, my buddy was sending me a message. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they can see your message. Right. But they were very kind people.
Crazy. That must have been crazy trying to deal with that. Yes. You're on the road and you lost your phone. You'd have to. They had internet cafes, right, over there. They
did. Yeah. I had internet at the apartment I was staying. So I could get there, and then I went to my email and send them an email.
Right.
Which, anyways,
that sounded like a good
trip. They were so nice. They were such wonderful people. So sweet.
Cool. That's cool. And then I remember you went to. Did you go to India after that?
I went to after New Zealand. I came back here for a while, and then I went to Israel.
Okay, that's right.
Israel for 2.5 years, and then I met my now wife, who's from India.
Okay, right.
And then when we were expecting this little boy Shane, when he was 3 months to go, there was one last flight, because remember there were no flights during this pandemic. One last flight for people from India to get to go back to India. And so we're like, well, it could be nice to be around some family when this boy comes into the world.
Right.
So we thought we'd just go there for a few months. We ended up staying there for closer to 3 years, actually.
And what years was that you were in India?
We were in India. That was 2021. No. Well, we got there in 2020. It ended 2020, and we were there until 2023.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
those are crucial years in the world.
Yes, I mean, yeah. It was a wild time. It was
I
a wild
bet. I
time.
bet that was. And so I had some alternate views during the pandemic. We discussed that
Yes.
on your show. I'll let the people watch that. We won't go over that again. But
Yeah.
I was just thinking it's just so interesting that like when you get to be our age, we're like roughly the same age.
Right.
We're pushing 50.
Right.
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 And like you get to this age, and if you're fortunate enough, you have friends that you've had for decades.
Right.
It's really cool. People
Yeah.
who've known you for a long period of your life, like yourself.
Yeah.
And especially in this town, Albuquerque, where I think for me, it's always felt like a very supportive scene in that way. Other artists like get together.
Definitely.
I've been living in San Diego for a long time, and it's definitely not the same. I'm not going to trash San Diego in that way, but it's definitely like very isolated. The musicians.
What do you think? What do you think makes it different? Like, what do you think that? Because Albuquerque just seems like the most talented. All these people that just when you talk to them, everyone seems so just humble and down to earth, and it doesn't have that like a competitive vibe.
Yeah,
because it doesn't feel like that at least.
Right, you've played a couple shows with me out there, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, Seth, and nobody does. It's always San Diego's always been a little bit of a rough music scene, and the best theory I've heard is that people come there for the ocean. They come for the beach.
Right.
They don't come for music. It's not like a music place. Even LA is very competitive. Obviously, it's a whole nother beast.
Yeah.
But and San Diego is LA's friendly little sister, is what people say.
Right?
Yeah. LA is like a whole nother monster, and again, no disrespect to LA.
Yeah.
Some of the best people that I've ever met are actually from LA.
Yeah.
It's the saying goes, the people who move to LA are the ones that make it,
Interesting.
Yeah, so they're the ones that make it not feel so great. But I've got some local, like, born and raised LA friends, and they're cool people. They had alternate views during the pandemic and stuff like that. And so, that's an interesting time. So I'm not used to having anybody on my show here.
Right.
So I'm doing all the talking, but I just thought that was interesting. You've probably noticed that you have friends that you've known for a long period of time, especially here in Albuquerque.
Yeah. And especially since we both. I mean, I got here like 2002. You got here a little bit before that.
A little bit earlier.
Like basically that marker of 2000, and then you think we're in 2026. You're like, whoa, so it's already 20 plus years. To be at an age where I know this person over 20 years.
Totally.
But
and then there was that period from like 1999 to 2008 was like a golden period for independent musicians because we could now make our own CDs.
That was wild. I remember those little CD printer things.
Yeah.
Burn CD, put the sticker on. I remember like, this is crazy. I can't believe
selling tons of CDs.
Yeah.
Because no streaming hadn't happened yet.
Right. It was before that.
People wanted to buy your CDs.
Right.
It was a great 8-year stretch. It was really nice.
I remember that because you could make like 1,000 for maybe, if you were lucky, maybe like, I don't know, $1,500 to, I don't know, to whatever. It was like a couple dollars a CD if you were got a really good deal.
Totally.
And if you sold it for 10 or something, like, whoa, I just made it.
I know.
You could be like, whoa, it was you could see
yourself
making a living.
Yeah, making a living right now.
Exactly.
I just sold 200 CDs this month.
Right.
Yeah, it was wild. And then CD Baby was happening and stuff like that.
Right. Now it's like, here, you have for however many thousand streams you have, like, 35 cents or something.
Right.
I don't know.
If you're lucky to get 35 cents, right? You see the royalty checks come in, you're like,
every once in a while, right.
Yeah.
What did that take? Like, who should I be sending thank you notes to?
I know, totally. Yeah. So it's just been interesting. And, so you're still at it full time?
I mean, I'm at it full time in that. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing gigs and teaching, but I mean, I don't. It's not like I'm playing 5 gigs a week or something like that. Sometimes there'll be more kind of how it can go in flows, but I'd say it's been pretty steady of like about, I don't know, maybe 6 gigs a month or something like that. Where it's some places that are steady. The Santa Fe Spiritual Center where you play. That's been a
they have you like once a month,
first Sunday of the month.
Cool. That was a really cool place.
Yeah,
Thanks for setting that up. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, it's very cool, kind people there, and I mean, in a lot of ways, it's not for CD wise, but for gigging wise, it's sort of feels almost like a golden time in that with all these breweries and of course, not it's nice when people are there listening all this. Sometimes it's background, but you can have the opportunity to play music and get paid a decent amount for a 2-3 hour gig. That's like okay. Where back in the day, I don't know what the regular thing was, but usually here it's like at least $150 to go play 2-3 hours or
Totally.
which is respectable. I mean,
And I don't think that was happening. Remember in the beginning of the 2000s? I don't remember the
No.
breweries really happening.
no,
as
no,
much.
brewer. I don't
Yeah.
know if there was maybe like one. I'm trying to think when Marble first came, but it was not. It was much more the cafes were more the
Cafes,
scene.
right.
That was, do you remember this place called Insomnia? That was
Yes,
it was like open
I
till
do.
like 3 or 4 in the morning or
I
something.
think the guy's name was Heath, wasn't it?
Could be.
That was a cool place.
It was
Yeah,
cool. I
that was
remember. I
cool.
remember it was one of our early gigs we got, and I think like we're supposed to start at I think like 1 a.m.
Yeah,
something crazy. And I
It was
remember
super
they were
late,
like,
yeah.
"Is this for real?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "How are we gonna like invite people to the gig?" We're like, and we go there, and whoever had booked us had not communicated. Like they like no idea who we were. I'm like, "Oh, we're supposed to play here." We like show up at like 1 a.m. and
Totally, it's like,
the guy who does the sound isn't here, so I don't know how. I'm like, well, can we just play with our own? And I remember it was an interesting place.
oh, very interesting. Wasn't it all black in there or something?
Yes.
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 It was like, it was really cool. That was a
Yeah, I
really
felt
cool
like I
spot.
was in some like underworld of New York or some Greenwich Village scene or something. Just
Yeah.
people you could tell they're regulars who come there regularly at 2-3 a.m. to I don't know hang out, drink coffee.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been a late night person, but
Yeah.
back then at least I was in my 20s, so I could pull it off. Sometimes
Yeah.
like Birds. Remember, you start at Birds, it'd be 11 p.m. when you start your set, or midnight.
I'm trying to think the last time I saw you there. I remember you played a cool show. I think it was at Bert's.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? That must have been I don't know, like 12 years ago.
I remember I played Birds in 2013.
It's like you like I think you had moved already and come back and played there. And I remember there's like a handful of people who would come see. But I remember it was a cool show.
Yeah, that was a cool show. And then Low Spirits opened up and started playing there. Because Birds, they relocated.
Right.
And then they finally just kind of fizzled out with it. It was legendary. Nirvana played in that space when it was.
What?
Yeah, it used to be called the Dingo Bar, and Nirvana actually played there it turned into Birds later, but it was the Dingo Bar first. And Nirvana played a set, I guess, in the early '90s.
Amazing! Imagine just stumbling into that.
Really, right? Be crazy, yeah.
Wow. I hope there's a revival of that Blue Dragon. Though. I mean, that place is still just sitting there.
It's just sitting there, huh?
I mean, what goes on in there?
What kind of responsibility would that be, though, man? It must be so much work to.
I think it would be a lot less enjoyable than like the idea. Like the idea of it sounds really cool. I'm sure, like once you got it up and going, it's sort of self-perpetuating.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure it's a big stress to get.
I know my parents were even considering buying it. At one point when Norm was kind of like when Norm owned it. I think he asked them if they wanted to buy it, and they considered it for a minute. Yeah, but I
mean, if you get the right team together, I feel like could be incredible again because there's nothing like that.
Totally.
I mean, it's not like take over this. It's like what is there that's anything like that?
Right. Yeah. But so what's the cafe now here in town? Not the breweries, but like the
there's
cafe.
Little Bear.
Little Bear, okay.
But there's I don't think they have live music. There's not so much of the music in the cafe thing. I don't think it's much.
Not really happening.
I haven't seen or I haven't heard. It may happen, but it's doesn't. I haven't heard much of it. I haven't heard much.
And Winning is gone.
It's gone,
right?
Sadly, because that was a true pillar of town. That was one of the I think partially from that bus thing or that art bus thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which was one of those things where I don't know if you like me feel like, there's some sketchy things involved in that whole process, how that got created in the first place, because it was, all the businesses that were ruined from it,
right?
And it's, I think everyone would agree, Central is a worse place now than it was.
Because you had those platforms in the middle of the road, right?
These platforms, these random big cement things. You can never turn left, and it's not like
And it took years, right? It just destroyed
many
the
years
business because
for
it took
years.
years.
Oh, many years places they just couldn't survive. But just to think is like what Albuquerque, what they really need is another bus. It's like but there's a bus already. Anyways, it was one of those things that over the course of time that caused me to kind of have more critical thinking about what's happening.
Yeah,
Because
like a conspiratorial
yeah,
situation.
like thinking like someone didn't just screw up. Like this
Right.
wasn't just poor judgment. Like they couldn't have thought this is the best way to spend taxpayer money or wherever this came from.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it could be true because in San Diego, simultaneously during that period, they were taking out all the parking on the streets. You know, for these businesses, they already had terrible parking, but then they decided they wanted to make everything in the bike lanes, so all the street parking got taken up for the bike lanes, and so you just saw all the local businesses go out because now nobody wanted to come there because there's nowhere to park.
And somehow it's like these decisions, like they be more collaborative? But part of it, there must have been, hey, someone is getting something under the table to get these contracts or something. And it's the age-old thing that the people who are representing us, we have this illusion they're looking out for us. And probably maybe when they started their job, they did. I don't know. I would hope so. I think so. But too many things happen. You think, I don't know if they had all of the everyday people in mind when they made, this decision, whether it's at a local level or a national world level.
Yeah, you see it everywhere. When I go to Tempe these days, there's these automated cars. They're like self-driving cars everywhere.
Really?
They're on the road. They're like everywhere.
What?
And I'm like,
Do
who
they
would
do they not have
ever?
it? Do they have them here? I don't know if they
I haven't
have them
seen
here.
one. I haven't seen one.
Okay,
I've
so
seen
they
a
have
few
these.
in San Diego.
Really?
But in Tempe, you go there and you will, if you walk anywhere in Tempe, you will see an automated car driving around.
And what it like with people own those cars or they're public?
They're like an Uber. So they're basically jumping in an automated car to take it to them to another space.
I wonder if they have like an AI, how like you can talk to your child, like, hey, I'm looking for this, and you can choose the accent or whatever.
Yeah.
While you're sitting in the car, so someone to make small talk with you on the way out, if they have incorporated that yet.
Yeah, it's a good question.
So, how's your evening going? Pretty good. How was yours? Oh, good, thanks.
Yeah. They're always gonna give you some like positive feedback or something, right?
Yeah. Right. And you change instead of this Irish person to a Caribbean grandma.
Totally right. But there was a case of this guy got stuck in a traffic circle in his automated cars out there.
Oh man!
I guess it didn't know how to change lanes.
That reminds me of that scene in European Vacation.
Right, exactly. It's
I can't get left.
Yeah.
The kids call scene.
It's just over there.
So what happened?
I don't know. I think it took a long time for them to figure out what to do to get this car to stop in this traffic circle. But that's just that's a story I heard.
For our date, I had this. Sure, you could have thought of something better. Yeah, right.
I'm actually stuck in the traffic circle.
Seriously,
if you want to come to this traffic
seriously,
circle, I'll wave at you. I'm not in here. So yeah, I think there's some conspiratorial stuff. I wear the term conspiracy theorist as a badge of honor. Actually, at this point, I mean, it's just like if you're not critically thinking at this point, I don't know, man. I could
see if there was no reason to be skeptical, but there's clearly whether you believe these, like there's clearly a reason to be like to at least question. That's okay. I mean,
right.
I mean, enough to be like, that does make me think a little bit.
Yeah, like was it really worth it to take all those businesses out on Central for this bus? That doesn't seem to be any better.
Case scenario, what was gonna happen? Like there'd be two buses, be like Albuquerque's so awesome. There's not one but two buses. Right. I'm moving there. I don't care.
Right. I have a friend who works for the bus system. A good friend of mine works for
the regular bus or the new
city bus. He's driven the art buses and all that stuff. And good guy, really good guy. I've known him for a very long time as well. And he definitely has mixed opinions, about the art bus, and he says they drive really well. Though he said it's like because they're like the double long with the organ or the accordion middle and stuff like that. So,
I was thinking how people do these like convert their van or convert their buses. Anyone ever converted their one of those things? Like, what room would that be? Like,
dude, I
should have put a different room from the bathroom. Like,
I think you would not want those buses because he said they're very high maintenance. They're always breaking down. He said
really?
So. I don't know what it is about city buses, but he said it just constantly. And I was like, I guess they're looking for mechanics. They're always
You
looking
know
for
what? That's
mechanics and
another
stuff,
thing
yeah.
people are thinking. All the jobs are going to be taken by AI.
Mm-hmm.
Little things like that. People who read the stock markets, like let's read the society. Be able to fix buses and these sorts of things. You're going to have secure employment. You're going to be highly sought after. Certain these skills that at one time people would be like, no, that's a low class thing. Blah blah
Right.
blah. It's like, listen, you're going to be
Not now.
You're going to be people are going to be knocking on your door. And,
Totally.
Um,
No, I'd do that. I told my friend I wouldn't drive a bus because I know I've heard the stories he tells.
Yeah.
You know, people are really mean on these buses, especially here in Albuquerque. You know, like I wouldn't be able to drive the bus, but I could definitely work on the buses. You know, God forbid music doesn't work out. I don't know. Have you ever wondered that about for yourself? Like, how do you know when to quit?
Fortunately, when I first started my music right before I came to Mexico, I was a taxi driver.
That's right.
And a musician, which worked well together.
You were actually driving a taxi, not a Uber.
Correct. Right. I was driving a yellow checkered cab in Madison, Wisconsin. And I thought when I moved to here, I thought all cities are pretty much the same. I thought I'll move to Albuquerque. I'll get a job as a taxi driver, even though I didn't know my way around Albuquerque. But I figured whatever.
There's nothing to it.
I figured get to it. Right. It's a good city for that, and play music. But it's, as you know, it's not a huge taxi city.
Right.
You know, it's
I never
not
thought
like,
of that.
you know, maybe if you're right around downtown, but it's not like other cities that you've been in where you see taxis, going everywhere. So that's how I ended up in the world of teaching, because I was looking for, I was like, well, what am I going to do?
Because taxi driving here
wasn't not. They weren't hiring. They weren't even hiring.
They weren't even.
They didn't have enough. So one of my good friends, my old college roommate, who would give me some good advice over the years, he said, "You want a job that's not boring?" Because that was my big thing. As a songwriter, if I have a day job that's not boring, that could inspire song. He said, "You know, a job that's not boring. You should try substitute teaching. You should try being a substitute teacher. That's not boring." And so, I tried that in Albuquerque, and I ended up becoming a full teacher. And so music has, over the years, it's been a consistent presence. I've always done music, but I've been teaching full time, then sometimes part time.
Right.
So it's sort of been like a little bit of a safety, not like a super lucrative, but at least something that's like it's allowed me, especially traveling internationally and that sort of thing. It's like, okay, I'm a teacher, I can do this.
Right. But, yeah, that's right. I forgot you were a teacher for a long time.
Yeah. In APS many years.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I've done day jobs myself, over the years too, of course, and then I always inevitably after I get myself to a point financially and I make the leap to go full time again on the music, and I've been doing it consistently since 2017. I've been like full time musician.
Like nothing. And so prior to that, what were you doing to?
I did videography for my friend in San Diego. We talked about this on your TV show, but yeah. Right. But I just assume that when I meet other musicians, I always forget, like, not everybody's doing it full time. Also, I don't have a house. Right. I live in a motorhome, and I bought some land. So that's just. Anyway, that's I just always assume, like, oh yeah, he's doing music full time. You look like you're busy.
I did before I went to Israel in 2018. I had left full time teaching already for probably a good, at least a year or so, maybe a year and a half, something like that. I had decided, like, over the years, teaching had been awesome. Then sometimes, depending on, schools have different climates, depending on who the principals are and all. And so I was at a point where it was not I didn't feel like a healthy environment. I was like, this is sucking my soul.
Yeah.
And so I remember I had one of my good friends, the guy Dimitri, who's painted a lot of these murals you see around the backyard here.
Dimitri sounds familiar.
Yeah, you probably met him. Anyways, he was saying, like, because he's a very prayerful person. We pray a lot, and we for people or for our hopes and dreams and all these sorts of things. And he's saying you should pray on this. If this isn't working and music is your heart and soul, you pray on that. And as it happened, right, it's one of those things. As you kind of take that blind leap, there's some very lucrative music opportunities had come up, and so during that time before I went to Israel, I was doing it full time, and
Right.
it was pretty. I wasn't getting rich by any means, but I could
Paying the bills.
pay the bills,
Right.
and have a very enriched life.
Right. Yeah. Well, speaking of all this music, shall we play a song
Let's
or
do
so?
it. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Song 2.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anybody we got. Are you gonna
Oh,
play
yeah.
music tonight? My sister said.
She read your mind.
What people sounds like people are getting let's see, getting a little antsy out there. Sexy. What are those instruments hanging on the wall? My sister wants to know.
Oh, drumsticks.
Those are drumsticks, Michelle.
I'll close that later. I will. Thank you, Shannon.
They're called drumsticks, Michelle.
McNally's drumsticks. Made by Bob McNally, who one day I would love to meet.
So we're like 45 minutes into this thing, dude, and we haven't played one song yet.
Because you're such a good. It's so nice to talk to you. I mean,
Yeah, it's really nice talking to you too.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and put the guitar away. Let's just play that.
Yeah.
We'll play that later.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Let me grab my banjo.
We're gonna be doing an all kazoo set today.
I hope it's in C.
You hope it's in C? Okay, let's see if we can make it.
We should have a karaoke bar, but it's all kazoo. So you can choose your song, but you can play it on the kazoo.
Hilarious.
Alright, what should we?
Is that your C?
Yep,
That's a cool ukulele. I've never seen one like that,
it's
Shane.
the caramel ukulele.
Caramel.
And this one.
We covered the brand to say get down.
Okay.
Over
Oh,
there.
that looks like the. It looks like the Ovation.
Yes, so like that one like the Bull Seth Rich played.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it does look like that. Oh.
And this ukulele is a midnight.
That's a midnight.
Yeah.
Okay. It's called Luna, huh? Okay.
It's a midnight.
Alright, which did you want to start with?
Which one do you want? Which one we have here? Let's see. Let me look at the list.
Alright.
Look at our list here. We've got On the Road Again, Knocking on Heaven's Door, Blowing in the Wind, Rocky Top, Float On. And I got a new one called Fools of Us. It's just 3 chords too. So yeah, but we don't have to get. We probably won't get to that. That's okay. Let's do this
That'd be
one
impressive
here.
if we should we do the
Yeah.
basket case one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Alright.
I'll be lucky to get through the chords. I don't think I'll be able to sing with you today on
No
this,
worries.
but yeah.
No worries.
This is a song Seth Hoffman's called.
I'm a basket case.
What's
That's
my
right.
ukulele?
Shanby's doing it too. And it's about those times where you just feel like you've lost all sense of what you're supposed to be doing, and you're just searching. It's a bit of a song and struggle. But this was an example. I don't know if you've had this where you've been in a really rough place, and then you kind of get it out in a song, and you kind of just feel like it sort of not like it cured you, but you feel like wow,
Cathartic.
it's sort of like something like your heart and soul and brain were in a knot, and then suddenly it's like you just feel like you can breathe easier, and you feel like you just kind of faith that things are going to work out. It's okay, but
Totally.
Just I felt like a gratitude for the song for the fact that it was able to come out.
When did you write this one?
The song I wrote shortly before I went to Israel. Actually, that was partially around that time is what inspired me to go to Israel. Really, maybe late 2017, maybe early 2018, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it was written in a rough time. The song helped give me some clarity.
Before you met your wife.
Yeah, exactly.
You were searching.
I was searching. I was
Yeah.
searching for a long time, but I was for most of all these years, I was like contently searching. I was like, hey, God has His plan, or this and that, or if
Yeah,
there's-
I gotta have you back on
And
because
she
I gotta
just
hear
be-
about
just-
that period.
Just be careful in case because someone knows you're there, so you don't actually step on your ukulele.
Because I remember that talking to you a little bit in that period, and you had said something to me on social media. It's like you can manifest anything, which I believe.
Yes,
Yes. And you felt like you had manifested this into your life, in your relationship with your lady.
Yes.
Yeah. So I gotta have you back on about that because
yes.
Yeah.
But just many things, whether it's that or anything, it's like when you surrender yourself, and we call it God or the universal vibration or whatever the frequency something. I really think there's something to that, and your body can feel when something is guiding you in the right way or a way that is disharmonious.
Yeah, I do it sometimes. Like I know there's an intersection coming, and I'd be like, I envision a green light, and a lot of times it works.
Yeah.
I know it sounds silly, but it's actually
Close my eyes and
It's or a parking space, like envision
yes, right.
space. Yeah. This one's not in C at all. This one's like way.
But you play, Shane. You'll play. You'll get the note. I'm a basket case. I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles. I'm a basket case. I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles in my head. Down this trail, see where it leads and make a heads off tales of glory, of courage. Don't mean to demean, I only want to encourage justice. Cause it's not just us, thousands of names for God. What makes us think ours is the right one? And only treating people this way has gotta get a little lonely. So lonely. I know we'll get a little bit lonely too. Oh yes we do. I've been up all through the night, I see my mind running down low. Million miles a minute and I feel like jail. Then I'll feel before echo through this way and be more. Wrapped in my roots just to pull them out. Pretend it doesn't hurt, trying not to shout. Emotions like the oceans and oceans of everything. The feather, the weather, all together we sing. I'm a basket case. I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles. I'm a basket case. I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles in my head.
That's a great song. Great song. You have such a powerful voice. I did. Thank you for the beats over there,
I like
Shane.
the piano part too.
Yeah, I just love your voice, man. I still haven't figured out what that song is that I heard that night. In Stella Blue, you had released something from the Frogville.
Was it
label.
Amsterdam? Was it like a real upbeat one?
Play a little.
Was it like?
I remember it's a great chorus. It's a great chorus.
Love Diamond Stone Cave Driver Living.
No.
Was it?
It was like a ballad, like an upbeat ballad kind of.
Was it?
I don't think so.
It was Double Star and Flying Thing.
No.
Was it a Sapphire?
Maybe.
And I was so high that you could touch me. Could almost taste the sky.
No.
And the rest I was seeing.
And there was like a line in the chorus. It was like anyway, and I just was like, wow, he's got such an incredible voice. You have a very strong voice, which is really nice. Which is why I've always wanted to play bluegrass.
I
with
remember.
you.
I still always appreciate.
We've never really sat down to do that, but maybe we can today.
Yeah.
We're gonna play Rocky Top.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
because our roots, I think both of our roots are, as far as performing, come from busking.
Yeah, that's right.
Where if you do that, if you don't do that, no one will hear you because
you have to belt it out, right?
So you just kind of like get the extra push.
I always thought my philosophy is not bluegrass if you're not belting it out. You know? It's really not. Yeah, because otherwise
like that Bill Monroe kind of.
Totally. Like that's how he had to sing because
Yeah.
there was no amplification,
Right,
or
right.
whatever. My dad talks about the days because my dad's from the Appalachians and they were really into bluegrass and mountain music and stuff.
Yeah.
And they would go to. I always ask my dad, like, how did you guys do it back in the day before there was like all these pickups or whatever
Who's running
on
the PA?
Yeah.
Because you see these dance halls of people doing like, so how is that?
How do they do it? But I guess they would sometimes they'd have one mic, but it was
Okay.
still pretty quiet. And he said it was just the etiquette. People, if they came in to listen to music and somebody was talking, they would get like kicked out. I think my dad even said one time he was at a concert with Doc Watson playing, and Doc Watson stopped the song. He said people didn't pay to they didn't pay the money to come to hear you talk.
Right.
They came to hear me play.
Right.
So they made the guy shut up or whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess that's just kind of what they did.
See, now we have like football games going behind us.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I like there even bluegrass is like there's some tricky things they could do with pickups now, all that stuff. But just imagine being alive in those times where people just had an etiquette to we're going to hear music. We're actually gonna listen to the music.
Imagine like you somehow look Back to the Future style, like brought in your little like Roland or Bose thing. They're like, what the heck is this thing? Don't worry about it.
Totally. Yeah, totally. But it's just so crazy now too because music it's so taken for granted. It's just, it's so accessible everywhere.
Right. It's like how like when Spotify and all these things. Anyone on the planet can hear your music, which who can argue with that? That sounds amazing, and it is amazing.
It is.
But it's like they can also hear like 2 billion other people's music.
There's a lot of competition. We came up at a time when if you want to hear a song, you had to wait for it to put on the radio, right? You have a tape. You had a tape. Like I'm recording it. It was just so special. Like I guess it's just gotten to this place now. But of course, everything comes back around. Sure, right? I just have faith that
I do too.
Yeah. What time is it? So we got a couple minutes left. We should definitely Rocky Top. We should definitely play Rocky Top. You haven't even hardly touched your margarita. You sure you like?
Because I've been yapping so much.
I know.
You can always tell like who's been talking more in the conversation. Like,
I don't know. I've been talking and drinking, so great margarita. I have to say. Yeah, turned out really well. And what do you got to say, Shane? Looks like he caught a pet or something.
One time this guy was challenged in a bar. They said like he was talking a big game. Well, I can drink all this. And he says I could drink as much as you give me. The bartender says there's no way you could drink 10 margaritas. He says, oh, I could do it. I bet you I could do it. He says, if you do it, I'll give you $100. If you can't do it, you're paying for it. He says, all right, I'll be right back. Goes out, comes back. He's like, all right, I'll do it. He make these 10 margaritas. Yeah. Does them all, drinks them all. He's like, wow, you did it. He's like, well, where did you go? Like when you stepped out? He says, I went to the bar across the street. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
So he's already ripped. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. I'll play for that solo on the chorus.
Yeah.
The instrument on the chorus. I'll play the harmonica on it. Yeah. Right. We decided to do it neat, right?
Yeah.
All right. You want to start it? I wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in Tennessee. Ain't no smoky smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bill. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, I bet the other acting. She was wild as a mink, but sweet as soda pop, and I still drink my Bible. Rocky Top, it'll always be home sweet home to me. Oh, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
reckon they never will. Corn don't go and roll on Rocky Top, first to Rocky by far. That's why all the folks on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar. Rocky Top, you will always be all sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
I'm back here.
I've had years of trapped up city life, trapped like a duck in a pen. I don't live since a big life can't be simple again. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
We'll have to work on that ending. I couldn't hit that ending, but yeah, one of these days.
That's cool. First time.
Yeah. We'll have to keep exploring this.
Yeah,
for sure.
I bet we could do some cool.
I bet, totally. Yeah. I thought there was some good harmonies in there. Yeah. Totally. Well, so we got any comments out there? My mom liked it. That was like the song that when I was a kid, it would come on the radio. My parents would listen to, the country station, and Rocky Top would come on, and I just thought that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Yeah.
My dad had it like on a record. The same thing. I don't think I'd ever had that experience from a song ever, where when they when they hit certain chord or
The
they hit some
banjo,
harmony,
it was so good
and then
too.
they hit those harmonies. Like
Right.
I remember as the closest thing I can remember is later in life after experimenting with having some drinks or this and that or like some things where you spiritually go to another place. I was like, whoa. I just felt something in my body, like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Something. So that's why.
So you had that experience too,
with that exact song.
That's so funny. Yeah, we'll have to play more.
Yeah,
for sure. So we're winding down here. We're at the end. I gotta thank some of the sponsors, if there was any today. Let's see. I would just do this. And thanks for everybody for the tips. Got some tips from my parents out there.
Nice.
And
I love your parents. I hope to meet them one day.
You have to meet them, man.
I would love to. And we communicate probably a little bit via comments, but
right. I think my mom was in touch with you about.
Family,
Thank you. Yeah. I think my mom's in touch with you about New Zealand, right? Didn't you get in touch with my mom about the New Zealand thing? Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah. Let's see. Uncle Wally says, hope to hang with you both next time I'm in town. Gotta try one of those margaritas. Yes, you do, Uncle Wally.
Yes.
We'll have a margarita, Martin Rita.
Fresh heart of margarita.
All right, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll have to do this again, man. I really want to talk more about that period when you finally manifested what you were looking for in your life. I felt like. I feel like it's a good story to hear. Yeah. We'll do this again.
Let's do it.
All right. See you guys. See you next week. I'll be back next week. Maybe Seth will be with me next week. Who knows? I got one more week.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's honor to know you. Honor to be in the same room with you anytime.
You too,
Thanks
man.
for the margarita. And for having me on the show and music.
You too. I'm going to be on your show. Should be airing.
Yeah, it'll be airing in the next week or two or a couple weeks.
Right. Yeah. Let me know. And
I'll definitely put it out there because that was a cool show. Your songs are awesome. And we had some good talks as well.
Yeah, I thought so. We talked. We had some good talks.
Yeah, Shane, thanks for joining us.
You want to say goodbye to
Can I
everybody?
lift you up on here so they can say goodbye to tell them it's been a
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining
See
us,
you next
Shane.
time.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye.